Well, hello everyone. Again, I'm Pastor Keith, and this is day 3 of VBS. Our theme for today is faith, but a quick review of where we are so far in our theme for this whole week. Our overall theme for VBS 2020 is build up, and our theme verse relating to that is from Hebrews chapter 3, verse 4. Every house is built by someone, but the builder of all things is God. And so again, we've had some fun learning about that through our day 1 theme of wisdom and the memory verse, unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. We heard some different stories about the house on the rock and had some fun activities. And then yesterday, day 2, our theme was friends. And the memory verse was, therefore, encourage one another and build up each other, as indeed you are doing. We saw a variety of different activities that were kind of fun. Hopefully you got to use some chalk on the sidewalk. And again, we heard that story about 4 friends and did a healing relay. So hope you had some fun options yesterday. So we have, again, some music to sing. All right, so we're gonna do this song that's called On a Day Like This. And you repeat after me. So, on a day like this, on a day like this, and then just once, on a day like this, I need the Lord to help me. And we're going to add another one and build up. On a day like this, snap, snap. On a day like this, snap, snap. On a day like this, snap. I need the Lord to help me. Now maybe a few fun song motions and sounds. So, okay. On a day like this, snap, snap, ooga, ooga. On a day like this, snap, snap, ooga, ooga. On a day like this, snap, ooga. I need the Lord to help me. On a day like this, snap, snap, ooga, ooga, honk, honk. On a day like this, snap, snap, ooga, ooga, honk, honk. On a day like this, snap, ooga, honk. I need the Lord to help me. On a day like this, snap, snap, ooga, ooga, honk, honk, woo, woo. On a day like this, snap, snap, ooga, ooga, honk, honk, woo, woo. On a day like this, snap, ooga, honk, woo. I need the Lord to help me. Thanks. That was a lot of fun.
That was good.
Good job.
I like it.
Today, with the theme of faith, our memory verse is Colossians 2:7. Continue to live your life, rooted and built up in Him, established in the faith. We've got some great stuff lined up for you today with a story about God's house and doing some other activities and crafts and things like that too. So let's get started with that memory verse though and build it up one word at a time. The whole thing is, continue to live your lives rooted and built up in Him, established in the faith. It's kind of long, but let's go ahead and do it. The first word is continue. Continue to. Continue to live. Continue to live your. Continue to live your lives. Continue to live your lives rooted. Continue to live your lives rooted and. Continue to live your lives rooted and built. Continue to live your lives rooted and built up. Continue to live your lives rooted and built up in. Continue to live your lives rooted and built up in Him. Continue to live your lives rooted and built up in Him, established. Continue to live your lives rooted and built up in Him, established in. Continue to live your lives rooted and built up in Him, established in the. Continue to live your lives rooted and built up in Him, established in the faith. That's our memory verse for today, day 3. For our story today, the story is about God's house.
God's house. Jesus taught his disciples many things. Don't be sad or worried, he said. Believe in God and in me. God's house in heaven is so big that everyone can have a room. I'm going there to get your rooms ready. Later I'll come back to take you to God's house. You know the way to where I am going. Thomas and Philip looked confused. What way do you mean? They asked. Jesus said, I am the way to know God. Because you know me, you know God too. I've taught you about life with God and the good things God wants you to do. Pray, ask me for anything, and I'll help you do it. Thomas and Philip smiled. We can follow you and do what you ask us to do. You are our way to heaven. We can live in God's house too. What do you think God's house is like?
We hope that you'll learn this song and remember it maybe from earlier on in Sunday school. And I thought I would just share some of the chorus with you so that when you hear it, you can sing along and maybe do some of these motions. So part of it that you'll hear goes like this. Come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. It's a big, big table with lots and lots of food. It's a big, big yard where we can play football. It's a big, big house. It's my Father's house. So that's kind of how the chorus goes. And I like that part. It's fun, again, with the big, big yard where we can play football. Maybe some of you like to play volleyball. Maybe some of you like to play soccer. Maybe some of you like to play baseball or golf. So we'll just fill in your favorite sport to play in the yard when we get to that part too. So if you're all saying different sports, that's just fine. So yeah, hopefully we have some fun with it and you enjoy the song. So I've got my guitar here. Hopefully it turns out okay. Kind of a one-man band here today. Shelter, safe place to hide. I don't know if you live with friends and whom you can confide. I don't know if you got a family, say mom or dad. I don't know if you feel love at all, but I bet you wish you had. So come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. It's a big, big table with lots and lots of food. It's a big, big yard where we can play football. It's a big, big house. It's my Father's house. All I know is it's a big old house with room for everyone. And I know it's lots of land where we can play and run. All I know is you need love and I got a family. All I know is you're all alone, so why not come with me? Come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. It's a big, big table with lots and lots of food. It's a big, big yard where we can play volleyball. It's a big, big house. It's my Father's house. Hey, sing along if you remember this song.
Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. Whoa, also in me. Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. Whoa, also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? Yeah, yeah. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? Yeah, yeah. My Father's house. My Father's house, yeah. My Father's house, my Father's house, my Father's house. Hey. Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. Whoa, also in me. Come on now. Yeah. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? Yeah, yeah. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? Yeah, yeah. My Father's house. My Father's house, yeah. My Father's house, my Father's house, my Father's house. Yeah, yeah. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? Yeah, yeah. My Father's house. My Father's house. Yeah. My Father's house. My Father's house. My Father's house.
Now it's time for our blueprints, the time where you get to be creative and do a variety of things that make sense for you and your family, or however you find yourself using this VBS resource. The first thing is that word find and coloring sheet. So again, you may want to take some time and do that. You can pause this video and come back to the other activities later if you like. Our next thing that we have for you though is a craft. So the craft for today was thinking about doing a plant and putting it in some soil or some seeds. So you might get a pot and decorate that first. So take some time to decorate your pot, then get some soil and plant some seeds or a flower, maybe a plant inside. Give it a little bit of water and see how those roots continue to grow. And we think about being rooted in our faith. Here's those few pictures. For our snack, we thought a dirt cup would be fun. So hopefully if you enjoy some chocolate pudding, you can have some of that. And then to make it additionally fun, if you had some gummy worms, that might be fun to add, or some crushed up Oreos or some sort of other topping. Layer out that soil and make a nice fun dirt cup. Here's a few pictures too. Hope you enjoy yours. For our activity, we thought it would be fun to be rooted in rhythm. Our different cultures and ways we grow up sometimes have songs that we sing or rhythms that we like, or dances even too. So as we learn to follow, we learn and pick up these different things, like we learn to follow Jesus, again, our way to heaven. So as we look to follow Jesus, we can also look to follow some different dance steps or some rhythms. Here's a few ideas. We're going to root in some rhythm. So we're going to do a repeat after me. So see if you can play the same rhythm. Let's start really easy. All right, you guys did it. So let's try it a little bit more now. See if you can pick up this one. Awesome, I like it. Okay, let's try this one. Nice. Very good. You guys are following along great. Let's try a little more complicated one. Awesome. Alright, that was good. Awesome. Well, that's fun. Let's try this one again. Okay. Awesome. Great job. Thanks for following along. That was a lot of fun with the rhythm instruments.
So follow after me. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me do it first and then you follow when I'm done. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, ready? Go. How about 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. There! Good job!
An idea for service today was to clean up and prepare a place for someone else. That was related to our story that we heard about Jesus going to prepare a place for us. So as Jesus prepares a place for us, we can also prepare a place for someone else. If you've been working in a certain space already, maybe make sure that you clean that up. You can also work on cleaning up maybe your room or help with the dishes, so that we prepare the place and the dishes and other things for people to use next time. Hope you have a great day at VBS, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. All right, so yeah, time to clean up and prepare the space for someone else. So thanks for helping to clean up. That's a big part of what we do. And how God gets a place ready for us.
Markers. Let's see. Can you take those? Do you know where they go?